petition against potential wind energy projects in the province was presented in the House of Assembly today. As NTV's Ryan Harding reports, one local group is asking for more information on the impacts before ground gets broken, and it sparked a fiery response from the province's energy minister.
We want to see an immediate halt on these projects until there's proper legislation in place.
Last year, the provincial government announced that 4 companies had been given the green light to pursue various wind energy projects across the province, including in Come By Chance, the Burin Peninsula, and locations along the west coast. This week, demonstrators took to the streets of St. John's and the steps of the Confederation Building to voice their message and caution against wind turbines in the province, calling on more information and studies into the environmental impacts.
It's going to destroy my way of living. We live off the land. We hunt, we fish, we cut wood.
We're being forced to become wind energy experts ourselves. We're not saying no to industry. We're saying do it right.
Christine Burke traveled from Ontario to join the Protect NL group with her story. Wind turbines were erected in her township of Dover, Chatham, Kent, and she claims the spin-offs have since left lasting impacts on her daily life.
It's pretty tough to sleep at night. You can't open up your bedroom window.
Burke says the hardest consequence comes from claims that construction of the turbines ruined her well water.
We found out that they're harboring toxic heavy metals: arsenic, barium, cadmium, molybdenum.
Mr. Speaker, I have over 3,000 names here.
Independent MHA Paul Lane brought Protect NL's petition into the House Thursday, leading to Energy Minister Andrew Parsons taking extra time to address a number of the issues brought to his desk on the matter.
What is difficult is to counter sometimes the misinformation for any project in this province: wind, hydrogen, mining, offshore, fracking, you name it. Right now, they go through an environmental assessment process. The taxpayer is not going to be on the hook for this. The company will have to do it. They'll have to do a report. The report will have to be accepted, and they will have to have the check in the bank before you can start, before you get a license, before you can do anything.
Lane added by phone Thursday that he presented the petition in the name of democracy, not as a representative for or against any future projects. Ryan Harding, NTV News.
Still with that story, the time for public input into a wind energy project in Central is now winding down. NTV's Colleen Lewis with more on that tonight.
The Exploits Valley Renewable Energy Corporation has registered their proposal with Government for Environmental Review. The project has met with both support and opposition, but today the opportunity for public input is winding down, with a deadline set for this coming Monday. Everick is proposing a 3.5 gigawatt onshore wind energy project consisting of 3 wind farms and up to 530 turbines. The project includes a 150 megawatt solar farm and a 2.6 gigawatt hydrogen ammonia production facility in Botwood. Most recently, Everick signed a master lease option agreement with Exploits Marine and Logistics and the Exploits Valley Port Corporation. The agreement spans 30 years and will facilitate the loading of green ammonia onto ships headed to Europe and other global markets. The agreement includes extension terms that allow Everick to extend the lease for additional 5-year terms. The president of Everick's parent company, Abraxas Power, says it's a major milestone in the development of the project. Scott Sevier is the chair of the Port Corporation, a town councillor and a volunteer director with Marine Logistics. He says the partnership between the port and Everick re-energizes the community's economic outlook by providing shared infrastructure for other developments in the region. But those who are opposed to the project are in the final stages of ensuring their voices are heard before the minister makes his final decision.
Yes, well, we have been very busy. We've been reviewing the environmental assessment registration. We've been staying quiet a little bit just until we get closer to the deadline to try and push people to submit their comments. We're expecting to put a post up in the next couple of days with a list of our concerns. We went through the whole thing with a fine-tooth comb and we picked a lot of issues out of it. So we want to put that up for the public to review, and if they want to pick 1 or 2 items out of it and send in their own concerns, we encourage that.
The chair of the Port Corporation wasn't available for an interview today, but when it comes to the environmental assessment, the minister's decision is expected on November 21st. For NTV News, I'm Colleen Lewis in Botwood.